Okay guys, so it's me, Coach Jordan. What we're going to do today is talk through a couple of your SBC accessories, okay? Now these are accessories that you may have done at the start of a session in our warm-ups, whether it be through mobility, or we've done sometimes at the end, but we've also thrown in a few new exercises that is going to help with the stabilisation of your snatch and your clean and jerk, okay? So it's just working on building that strength and the assistances that these exercises will give to you, basically, okay? So this is the sort of stuff that you can use an empty bar for. If you've got a little bit of weight, you can include it, but as we say in the classes, I want you to prioritise movement and technique first, okay? We don't need to be overloading these sort of exercises, it's just about working through them properly and efficiently. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to talk about is going to be for our snatch, okay? So you've got an empty bar, and we're basically going to work on what's called the seated muscle snatch, okay? So we've all done the muscle snatch in our warm-ups, where we're in our position here, and we're pulling that bar nice and high, punching our head through, okay? Following a very similar complex, we're going to be in our seated position from here, okay? So legs out in front, very similar to what we would do with our Z press, okay? Grab that bar in our snatch position, hook grip as always. Mr. Grimshaw will be watching, you'll have to do it around otherwise. Okay, from here, gauge those lats, retract the shoulders, lift it up, push the head through. Come back down, same thing. Pull the lats in, retract them, engage, lift, head through. Okay, down, catch, engage, head through. Okay, 5 reps, just like we would do at the start of a session, and I'll talk you through the next exercise now. Okay, so the next one is our overhead squat, and with this, as always, we're going to put our hands like we would in our snatch position, okay? If you find it is a little bit strenuous on your shoulders, we can bring those hands in, but ideally, I would prefer, and I'm sure Matt would as well, you keep your hands in the snatch grip, because that's where we want to build that strength, okay? So snatch grip position, rotate those elbows, bar goes up. Okay, from here, we're going to do and perform the squat motion like we would in our snatch, okay? So my toes are out, my knees are out. I'm going to come down, keep that bar locked in, keep my head nice and neutral, keep those knees out, come up. Okay, just like when we perform it in our mobility, I really want everyone to work on getting into their depth position and then trying to sink that little bit lower before coming up. Okay, so one more time. So we're going to go into what's sort of a comfortable position, try and sink a little bit lower, okay? Just so we build that strength at the bottom of the snatch. Exercise is going to be with the bar on our back again in our snatch grip, and we're going to go into our SOTS press, okay? So, same thing, keep your feet, keep your knees in the same position as you just performed your overhead squat. So I'm going to come down here. Same sort of concept as we just started with the overhead squat. I want you to rotate and engage your lats, squeeze, press, okay? Keep those knees drawn and driven out, bring it back down. And every time I'm doing this, I'm thinking of driving that weight through the middle of my foot, okay? So I'm staying over the bar like I would in my snatch, driving up, okay? Coming back down, engage the lats, weight through the middle of the feet, drive up, okay? Getting gassy now. The next one we're gonna do is our snatch balance, okay? We know what we're doing with that, we've been working on it in our classes. If you've got a little bit of weight, I'm okay with you doing our second technique. If you've got an empty bar, I want you to work on the drop speed, okay? So that's where we're gonna bring our feet in. Again, rotate and engage those lats, drop, punch that bar, okay? Same thing again, so I'm gonna be here, very straight leg, drop, punch.
So there's literally no leg bend in that, is there, George?
No leg bend, okay?
So which is knees?
So from here, legs are straight, dropping, punching, okay? The second style, you can do if you've got a little bit of weight. Ideally, I'd prefer most people to work on that style, okay? So the second one is where we bring our knees central and we have that little bit of a drop with the knees, okay? But ideally, we want to work on being in this position, really rotate those lats, engage, drop, punch, okay?
Speed.
Speed. Okay, this next exercise is a new one. It's a new one, okay? This is called tool snatch. Looks very similar to what we would do with our hip snatch, although following the same concept of our snatch balance there, I'm gonna have my feet drawn out like I would in my snatch starting position. From here, what I'm gonna do, lift the bar up and then drop, okay? So, watch it again. No bend in my knees, so I'm gonna Engage those lats, lift up, drop. Different from the hip snatch, which we get that kind of additional bounce before we go into the squat snatch. So, same thing again. Right, I'm going to do it one more time. Feet are up in the snatch position. Engage those lats, lift the bar up, drop under it. Okay?
How many reps?
5 reps. So, this is going to be 5 reps for every exercise. 3 rounds would be good enough, okay? There should be 5 exercises, so it'll be about 25 reps. Bosh.